put on my little red jacket again, and this time I'm with a bunch of European officials to see the site of the first National Congress of CPC in Shanghai. Let's go! Lately, more and more foreigners have come, curious about the very beginning of China's rise. Today, we have about 20 Croatians, mayors, members of parliament. Maybe they've heard about this place before. Still, standing inside is different.
It's my first visit to China, and I would like to see that big movement in China and why China is so much important in the world now. And the Shanghai is the place, the mirror. China is a great country.
What do you think is the role of CPC in social development of China?
I see success.
Success, that's the key word.
China success. That's the fact.
各位代表，我们现在开会。I represent.
More than 100 years ago, the pioneers of the CPC sat in this Shikumen room to figure out how to save a dying nation. 13 people, one idea, everything that came after. Just imagine that.
I must say I didn't expect this. Maybe some stereotypes are being broken.
Will you bring your story back to your friends or families?
We are already talking, for example, I already told about public transportation. That's really good. We have problem with that in Croatia, and we are trying to modernize it. In Croatia, that's impossible because the train is very, very slow. Here, that's normal, 1 hour there, 1 hour back. So those are things that our country needs to work.
From 13 to 1.4 billion, behind that number is not only growth, but a century-long journey of transformation.
I noticed that the city of Shanghai is really huge, it's enormous, and everything's so clean. I was really impressed because I have to be honest, because in Europe it's not that clean. The streets are not that clean like here. No, seriously. I have to be honest that we can learn a lot about from you. About the digitalization, how you do that here in China. It's very, very advanced.
What is the secret of our success?
I think you work hard. You're well organized. I think these are the two most important things. Yeah.
It was Mikhail's first time in China, but his curiosity started long before this trip. On the bus, he asked me, besides baijiu, what other drinks do people have in China? I said, huangjiu, and many more you probably haven't heard of. And then he asked, what social media do people use? I told him, WeChat, Weibo, Rednote. By the time we got off the bus, Rednote was already on his phone.
I liked how the city government is governing such a huge city, and everything is functioning from our point of view. So I suppose that's the why, because everything is well organized and planned.
What do you think is the biggest key or secret to China's CPC's success?
I believe that it's very important to have a vision, and we learned that everything is very well planned, maybe decades ago. 10 or more years ago, and this plan and this vision is developing and realizing. That's very important, and Chinese people, as I can see, are very devoted to achieve this goal. So my congratulations, and I wish you all the best.
People often ask, how did China get here? Maybe the answer is in the journey we took today, from the Shikumen room where the story began to the Xuhui Riverside Community Service Center we are visiting now. Here, our guests are seeing how history continues to shape people's daily life. Bojana was also visiting Shanghai for the first time. I asked her, did you find what you came for? She said, yes, a lot, but I'm still missing one thing, an ear of the horse souvenir.
Hello, a Russian bok, yes, that's true, but you have many words for that. So it can be zdravo, bok, dobar dan.
Have you picked any Chinese in Shanghai?
No, unfortunately, it's so difficult for me, but I know to say ni hao.
Yeah. Is this your first time in Shanghai or China?
Yes, it's very first time, and I'm so glad to be here. It's a great opportunity to be here and to know your culture, your history, and your plans for the future. Suggested us to follow some things that we are maybe not focused on that. So that's a very big thing for me.
Talking about our 5-year plan?
And even more, and like your environment things, like climate changes and everything. Yes, the whole system, because we are still building that system, and the best part are the children, because I think they are quite good, educated, and very kind. And when I see the children, I know you have a good future.
And maybe this is how culture travels. They came with curiosity, they left with memories, a new app on their phones, and one more reason to come back.